Deep in the heart of Ohio, nestled amongst the rolling hills and winding rivers, lies a mystery that has captivated and perplexed locals and visitors alike for decades. This is the tale of the Loveland Frogman, a creature as elusive as it is bizarre. A cryptid, a creature of folklore and legend whose existence remains unproven by science, yet whose story continues to be passed down through generations. The Loveland Frogman, as its name suggests, is said to inhabit the areas surrounding Loveland, Ohio, a quaint town on the banks of the Little Miami River. It is from these murky waters and the surrounding woodlands that the legend of the Frogman arises, capturing imaginations and fueling countless campfire stories. But what is it about this creature, this strange amalgamation of man and amphibian, that continues to hold such sway over our collective fascination? Is it the sheer improbability of its existence, the thrill of the unknown lurking just beyond the edge of our understanding? Or is it something more, a primal fear of the things that go bump in the night, the creatures that defy categorization and challenge our perception of the natural world? The year was 1955. A late-night drive down a deserted stretch of road would lead to the first widely reported sighting of the Loveland Frogman, etching its legend into the annals of Ohio folklore. A businessman driving home in the early hours of the morning claimed to have seen three unusual figures gathered by the side of the road. Curious, he slowed his vehicle to get a better look. What he saw would stay with him forever. There, illuminated by the headlights of his car, stood three bipedal creatures resembling nothing he had ever seen before. They were about 3 to 4 feet tall, covered in leathery greenish-brown skin. Their heads were frog-like, with large round eyes that seemed to glow in the darkness. The businessman, startled by the sight of these strange beings, watched as they scurried over a guardrail and disappeared into the Little Miami River. Shaken, he reported what he had seen to the local police, who initially dismissed his claims as a prank or a case of mistaken identity. However, the sheer conviction in the man's story, coupled with the bizarre details of his account, planted the seeds of something more, something unexplainable. For nearly 2 decades, the legend of the Loveland Frogman lay dormant, relegated to whispers in local taverns and cautionary tales told to wide-eyed children. Then, in 1972, the silence was broken, and the legend resurfaced with a vengeance. A series of sightings, reported over a span of just a few weeks, thrust the Loveland Frogman back into the public consciousness, capturing headlines and imaginations far beyond the borders of Ohio. One of the most compelling accounts came from a police officer, a man trained to observe and report facts without embellishment. He claimed to have seen a large, frog-like creature crouched by the side of the road, seemingly injured. As he approached, the creature reportedly leaped over a fence and vanished into the underbrush. The officer, a respected member of the community, swore by what he had seen, his credibility lending weight to the increasingly difficult-to-dismiss legend. Just weeks later, another motorist reported a similar encounter. Driving along a rural road late at night, he saw what he initially thought was a dog lying in the middle of the road. As he got closer, he realized that it was no ordinary animal. The creature, illuminated by his headlights, was the size of a small child with green, scaly skin and a frog-like face. It quickly scurried to the side of the road and disappeared into the darkness. These sightings, coming so close together and from seemingly credible witnesses, breathed new life into the legend of the Loveland Frogman. No longer just a local folk tale, it became the subject of national news reports, magazine articles, and even a segment on the popular television show Unsolved Mysteries. Eyewitness accounts of the Loveland Frogman, while varying in some details, paint a remarkably consistent portrait of this enigmatic cryptid. Most witnesses describe the creature as being bipedal, standing upright on two legs like a human, though some reports suggest it can also move on all fours with surprising agility. Its height is generally estimated to be between 3 and 4 feet tall, making it a relatively small creature, though its imposing appearance often belies its diminutive stature. The most striking feature of the Loveland Frogman, and the one that gives it its name, is undoubtedly its head. Witnesses consistently describe a distinctly frog-like visage, with a wide, flat mouth, large, round eyes that often appear to glow in the dark, and wrinkled, leathery skin. Some accounts also mention webbed hands and feet, further solidifying the amphibian connection. Despite its unsettling appearance, the Loveland Frogman is not generally considered to be aggressive. In fact, most encounters describe the creature as being more startled than threatening, often fleeing from humans at the first sign of danger. However, there are a few reports of the frogman exhibiting more assertive behavior, such as throwing objects or emitting hissing noises. Whether these accounts are exaggerations, misinterpretations, or indicative of a more aggressive side to the creature remains a matter of debate. That's the story of the Loveland Frogman. Fact, fiction, or something in between. The mystery remains unsolved. Is it just a tall tale by several eyewitnesses, or could there be something more to this Ohio legend? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this dive into the unknown, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more cryptid stories and paranormal mysteries. Until next time, stay curious. We'll see you in the next video.